Well, over 1 million children went back to school, matrics and grade 7s going back. Two of the big unions in this, NAPTOSA and the South African Democratic Teachers Union, said they're happy that their members are back, cautiously welcoming it. Let me phrase it like that. Let's speak to another role player in this. I'm talking about the Public Servants Association. They represent teachers and administration staff, support staff at school. Reuben Maleka is the Assistant General Manager at the Public Servants Association. Reuben, good afternoon. Do you believe it was the right call to go back to school today?
First of all, Steve, I must say at the PSA, we were very, very disappointed to learn that there are other unions who have agreed with the minister to say that no schools can open today. And the first question that we asked ourselves, do they mean that the learners that will be left behind from today are not going to write the same examination with those that are studying the school today? It is now a situation of animal farm. Survival of the richest. If you know what I mean about this, is that if you go to the rural areas, the schools, we have done some check-ups today in various of the schools, especially in the poor communities. Children were even afraid to go to school. In some schools, they could not even proceed because the thermometers and other things that were there, they could not be used. In some schools, learners are just having masks, but their masks are just put on the chins because they are not using them. And how do you enforce such a thing in the school? Because, I mean, you know the situation in the schools. Some kids do as they wish. So all those challenges the teachers are reporting today are very serious. And they've been even asking ourselves that, but where is the water and sanitation that was reported last night to say that 95 to 97% of the schools do comply? And we were saying as PSA that this must be a biblical miracle of Moses, that in 25 years we failed to get even poor communities to access water and sanitation. I know communities down there in an area called Broadbach in Limpopo, where they are still sharing drinking water with animals. But after just a miracle of a month, we hear the minister dramatizing on TV with other MECs, saying that they are ready, there's water and sanitation, and this is shocking, Stephen, this is shocking.
Okay. I mean, Reuben, do you agree with the general principle that if we're going to live with this virus for the next few years, and that's what the epidemiologists and the doctors and the scientists tell us, that we're going to have to live with this thing for the next few years? Nobody wants to. I don't want to. You don't want to. But if we have to live with this thing for the next few years, do you agree with the general principle that we must continue to educate during that time?
Look, Stephen, sometimes one has to make that decision and choose between two things. We have to choose between life and also a risk of our kids that have already indicated. We know what happened in the Western Cape. We know what is happening to the kids in Western Cape. Kids whose parents are in the front line, who are DCS employees, who are police and nurses, are being put differently, are being treated differently by the schools because they believe that they are a risk to other learners. Already they see the discrimination. So are we going to, because of the virus, because of the time, not willing even to say that let's amend our school calendar to accommodate this pandemic, to accommodate this stress to the lives of our kids and ourselves as parents, and say that when can it be the right time? We have made a proposal as the PSA to say that this is winter, and winter, the flu and virus are going to be the same water goods are going to be very high in the communities. We need to get back and say, but let's start the school in summer. What's wrong with it?
Okay, but I mean, Reuben, so for example, for many children, for many years, it's been dangerous to go to school. We know of children who have to walk 7 kilometers to school. We know of children who have to cross rivers to go to school. We know of children who have to sit in the back of bakkies to go to school. Unfortunately, for many children, going to school in this country is already dangerous. Anyone who travels in a car is risking their lives in some way. It's a dangerous thing to do. At some point, someone, somewhere, has to make the decision to go back to school. Otherwise, and you'll understand this problem, as someone who represents teachers and support staff at schools, the system isn't designed for 13 years' worth of children in a 12-year system.
Look, Stephen, we know some of us that have been there. We know what happened after 1990, where some of the schools could not even proceed for a year. We know that there are some of the schools that in a year, even I can give myself, as an example, myself, when I passed my matric in 1994, the schooling, I think it took almost less than 4 months. So these kind of interruptions of the schools, it needs the department to play its role. We cannot compare the issue of saying there's dangers that are already been there with the virus. Yes, of course. We know that most of our kids in rural areas walk 10, 20 kilometers to school, and that has been happening. And from time to time, there's been, promises to provide transport, but they have not been happening. But here we're talking about something that is in principle, something that does not discriminate, something that does not have a queue, something that you can't even say that I'm too clever to know when it's going to infect me. So hence we are saying that it's time as a country to retreat and make sure that we keep safe and ensure that our kids are going to school and come the right time. That is our proposal. Come the right time when we believe that even the department will have had time to prepare.
I'm so sorry, Reuben. I'm so sorry, Reuben Maleka. I do have to leave it there. I do appreciate the time. Reuben Maleka is the Assistant General Manager at the Public Servants Association.